I know exactly what I'm doing. DFG, you heard? Yeah, I'm from the streets where the hood was swallowing me. Bullets are following me. These haters out to get me. Look how this product fit me. We move around with blickies. I got that bag, not a stash. Thick as Lionel Richie's Jag riding out the 50. Many men wish death upon me. Don't hold your breath, a nigga step and get pressed to concrete. I'm God's blessed. I don't stress, I get dressed to R&B. Teflon on, doing duets with an Aubrey. It be some tragic shit. Paramedics looking sad as shit. Throw a sheet over you like a magic trick. This Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
I can't imagine what your conscience must have been going through to the point when you deprive yourself of your freedom intentionally. Had you not turned yourself in, where were you headed? How were you coping with the guilt?
I mean, it was to the point where I feel like if I hadn't turned myself in, I probably would have died. Because I wasn't living a healthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? Mentally, you know, I was abusing myself. You know what I mean? Purposely. You know what I'm saying? You know, like just smoking wild cigarettes, wild. You know what I'm saying? Wild.
Suicidal.
Yeah, it was suicidal the way I was living.
Were you?
Know what I mean?
Do you think?
I mean, slowly. You know what I mean? Like I didn't care like too much about myself. I cared about others more so than anything. Like you know what I mean? Like I tried to take care of my kids, like probably obsessively. Like you know what I mean? Like overly. Like you know what I mean? But like myself, like as long as I had money to get some dust, you know what I mean? Whatever checks I was getting, or as long as I had a couple of dollars for myself, you know what I mean, to do whatever I wanted to do, I was good. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need a lot. You know what I mean? So that's just how I was looking at things. You know what I mean? Like I was, and that right there couldn't have been a healthy way. Where was that going? You know?
We didn't talk about your kids. How was your family coping with
You being gone.
all of this?
Right.
I mean, you mean now that I'm home?
Just the whole
I
process.
feel like you've been gone for so long. If the
13 years.
baby was a baby, they're not a baby anymore. By the time you come out, like that's a huge chunk of time. I know people who commit crimes to stay around their kids. Like they commit crimes to support their children, and here you are turning yourself in, knowing you're going to be separated from them. What's the conversations been like since you've been home, while you were away, like whatever? How's your family deal with it?
Well, my daughter, she was 12 when I turned myself in, and me and her, we lived together. We lived together since she was born. So she was kind of like my road dog. You know what I'm saying? So like she understood a little more. So I'm pretty sure she might have felt some kind of way. You know what I mean? But surprisingly, she especially as she got older, I always asked her to see like what was her temperature about, like babe, I didn't just leave you intentionally, right? You know what I mean? Like per se, like daddy had to take care of himself and things of that nature, and or I wouldn't have been anybody, done anybody any good, And she, I understand, daddy, I understand. Like I saw how you were. I figured something was on your mind, and you know what I mean? So it's like, she was understanding, like I said, I don't know if that's what she's just saying, that she's a smart young woman, you know what I mean? Scorpio as well, you know what I mean? So she's kind of, she knows how to not make a person feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean? So hopefully, she's okay. She tries to, she's real supportive, you know what I mean? But my sons, they were younger, you know what I mean? They figure 2010 they were 7. You know what I'm saying? So when I they more so had more of a problem adjusting, you know what I mean? And they were like, damn, why, one of them had an issue to where he was like, yo, I want to steal something so I could go jail with daddy. Like, I'm like, you know, that stuff like that. I used to hear, man. It used to hurt my heart, man. It still hurt my heart, and they all right. You know what I'm saying?
How they're adults now.
Yeah, they're adults.
20 and 25.
20, yeah, they're 20, and my daughter, they're twins. And my daughter,
I got twins too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The two boys are twins.
Yeah, the two boys are twins, and my daughter is 26, 25. She'll be 26 in November.
You go in there this big, you come out there
and they
full grown up.
Fully grown. My daughter is just a beautiful young lady, you know what I mean? And it's like, my sons, they grown men going to college, you know what I mean? Lifting weights and all that. I'm like, damn. Like, you know what I said? They talking to me like, yeah, dad, because like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
When I left them, it was like, so.
Are you still dad to them? Are you still, did y'all
Yeah.
manage to keep it?
Yeah, because, praise the creator, you know what I mean? Because, I could, I just could keep it, honest and genuine with them, and they, that's what they respect, So, they still call me dad. I feel like, I'm not there for them. I wasn't there for them physically all of that time. So, that takes away from, what a dad I believe is,
Sure.
But, they still, look at me as, their father figure, you know what I mean? And I still got to work. So now what I got to do is just work on, being their real dad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Rebuilding that bond.
How do you do that with adults?
I think you have to just be there for them.
A day at a time.
Like whatever it consists of. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever they need from you. Even if you can't do it, that's what a relationship is. It's just kind of like we live in this life together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just kind of just going through that discourse. Yo, look, whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm there for you, as long as I'm there for you, and then even if I'm not, that's still our relationship. Yo, dad, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Yo, this is what's going on. Yo, so I think all I can do is spend my life with them. You know what I mean?
Now you had a 15 to life, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel when you was granted clemency? Yeah.
Oh man, bro. My brother tell us it was like kind of like unreal. Like it was like surreal to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. It felt like God was it felt like the Creator was confirming that he was like he was with me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it was like, the whole time, I turned myself in, out of, just my belief in that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, look, whatever happens, you know what I mean? I trusted in the Creator. I ain't gonna say I got super religious. I am, a person that, I feel like I have to stay loyal to what I believe in, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, my whole bid, I was kind of just, putting I was kind of walking, in faith, like, you know what I mean? Like, not even just that I was gonna get out, like just that, I was trusting the process, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, okay, I'm here now, hopefully this will get this stuff off my chest, and it started feeling better, you know what I mean? I started being able to, not listen to those voices like, yo, hold up, I don't gotta listen to it. This thing is, this force is telling me to do, like, yo, go ahead, destroy yourself, you know what I mean? And playing this game with myself, like, I'm like, when I realized that you didn't have to listen to all of that, you know what I mean? I started coming out of, coming out of it. Like,
In prison.
Yeah, in prison.
As you're locked.
Yeah, in prison. I'm reading. Education, what I noticed in prison is that education is the key, you know what I'm saying? Just about yourself, not just, being in school. I mean, just educating yourself on what you're going through, like, you know what I mean? Why you feeling the way you feeling, and you start understanding yourself, and you start that, you start really kind of, being aware and waking up out of whatever you're going through, So, and that's kind of what I did. Like, I actually took the initiative to learn about myself and things like that.
Have you sought out any therapy now that you're home? Anybody else to keep that dialogue going?
I mean,
Keep the process going, the healing process, rather.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie, like I was taking advantage of the court, you know, the parole mandated stuff that I had to do. You know what I mean? So it was refreshing to still be able to sit in a forum and the brothers talk about their issues, and you know what I mean, because that was something that was like an everyday thing in jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like brothers always had some type of forum. If it wasn't AVP, if it wasn't, you know, just the being in college, and you know, when brothers are going through a situation like jail, you know, it's kind of a community to where dudes, you know, we be, you know, if you in an area, in school, in class, brothers still chop it up, like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't really have that out here, you know, on that type of tip. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was refreshing to kind of still go to those programs that, you know, they had me going to. You know what I mean?
You can probably find.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but there's probably
but
some
after a
kind
while,
of,
you kind of know what you need. You know what I mean? Like in a way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you kind of realize that, you know, especially, you know, when getting, you know, taken from those programs. Right? You know what I'm saying? You kind of know
the steps they gave you.
Yeah, the steps they give you, the tools you pick up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I play it by it kind of air. Like, you know, when stuff comes around, I don't shy away from it. We having a meeting downstairs. You know, because I'm in the Fortune Society. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yo, so like sometimes, yo, they'll tell you like, yo, you know, we having a meeting downstairs, you know, a peer meeting, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know, I run around so much, they don't even expect me to go, like, you know what I mean? But I'll just go, you know what I mean? Just to get, you know, that vibe and that, you know, just that back and forth exchange, and you know what I'm saying? Just
the camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie, and just, you know, to be able to be in a setting like that.
Very important. Safe spaces.
Yeah, safe space. That's great.
I remember speaking with Hot Boy Turk this year, and he had a drug problem before he went to jail. When you went to jail, there's no drugs, allegedly, right? But there's no drugs. There's no drugs. Did you go through any withdrawals? Like, how tough was that in jail with no drugs?
I mean,
they said money changed niggas. If you a real nigga, ain't gonna change much about you. But it will bring some snakes around you. Pray for counsel when you find out what that kick amount to.
Let's go.
Lord, I'm so thankful for your blessing. I ain't stressing, cause I'm focused on the cash route. Satan's still working overtime, but I pay him no mind, and that's probably what he mad about. I be hopping on planes, touching clouds, while these haters and these thirsty ass bitches trying to grab clout. Praying to you, please keep the police off me if I ever gotta take one of they ass out.